The topic of today is the equipment and methods used in question document examination. The equipment and methods used in question document examination. There are a lot of equipment that is used in this field, but the most important tool a question document examiner needs is uh, is vision. Is vision. That is the most important tool. That is, an a question document examiner must be able to differentiate between colors. Must not be somebody that has color blindness. Then, apart from that one, let's all the equipment that you need, they are many and they vary from lab to lab. And this equipment can be categorized under five headings, under five categories. The first one that I will mention is microscopy. Deals with all the equipment that will enable the examiner to see the symbols, the marks, the signs on a document very well. That is, they enlarge the image, they enlarge it to the extent that the vision of the examiner will be aided to see clearly, to see what couldn't have been seen ordinarily. So, and this varies. There are many. We have under this we have microscope. There are different types of microscope, but binocular is the best one. Uh, Binocular has two eyepieces. That is one at the right and the one at the left, which means you can view whatever you want to view, the marks, the symbol, or the text, or whatever you are looking at, you want to view on the document. You can view through using two eyes, and that is the best. We have instead of magnifiers. So the job of magnifier is also to magnify the text, the picture, the sign, the symbols on a document, just to enable you to see it clearly. We have different ones with different magnification power. Uh, Also, that microscope that I mentioned the other time, you have it will enable the picture or the image or the text or sign or symbol on any document to be enlarged to a power of times 10. Um, so most handwritten examination is done at powers of times 10, or between times 10 and 50. Anything larger than 50, it may not give you what you want. It won't give you what you want because it will enlarge the text, the sign, the symbol. It will lie beyond what is needful. So you can change this. You can change this. This is, look at this one. This is 10. This is just, I mean, this is 20x. We have one that is just 10x, 30x, 40x, and then up to 50x. Another set of equipment that we need is called imaging equipment. Imaging equipment. I said the first one is microscopy. Under microscopy, we have magnifiers, we have a microscope, and we have different type of microscope. Now, the second set or the second categories is referred to as imaging equipment. Imaging equipment, and these are the equipment that we use to capture image. You capture image just as they are, and they can be sent into the system. And this imaging equipment, they varies the way they work. but the end result of all the imaging equipment is just to capture the image from wherever you took them, maybe in a paper document, on a canvas, on the wall, or even on the body of a cadaver, or just on any surface, to capture the image as it is and send it to the system so that you can get a exact copy to work upon. Now, example is camera, digital camera, preferably digital cameras, and we have also we have image software. That is, your system is a very good tool when it comes to question document examination work. So you have digital cameras, then you have scanner. A good scanning machine will enable you to send your document at a very high resolution into the system so that you can see every. This is a sample of a digital camera. It's a sample of a digital camera. A digital camera is better than any other camera because of the advancement in technology. There are a lot of features that this will have that you will not have in the previous cameras. So, for example, in digital camera, you can have Wi-Fi, which means you go to a place where you want to capture a document, you want to record it and bring it to your lab where you work upon it. As you are capturing it, as you are capturing your data, it will be help you can do it in a way that it will be sending it to the cloud, which means your the data, I mean the document that you have captured from a location is safe, because your camera, something may happen to your camera. Maybe you may have an attack of a robber or anything may happen to that camera, but your document will still be intact in the cloud. So it's a means of backing up your file, not just for capturing alone. And there are some other features that are in it that I'll be mentioning, explaining later. Then also another example of imaging equipment is a scanner. As I said, scanning machine. This is an example of a scanning machine. Scanning machine, it can enable you to send your document. So document can be sent into the system where you work on it. So another set of equipment that you need as a question document examiner is referred to as specialized instrument and lighting source. Most of the equipment in this category, they work by uh, shedding light, by using some light, some special light that will enable the ink or the paper to manifest some characteristics. For example, ink will ink of different ingredient will surely absorb light and reflect light in a different manner. Thereby, if there's anything in a write-up like this or in a document like this, if different ink were used or different pen were used to write this kind of a name, maybe a fraudulent check, in a fraudulent check where you have name like this and you have the amount written. If somebody use another pen of the same color to change 23 to 28, by the time you subject this check into examination under this device under these categories of device that we call specialized instrument and lighting source, you will discover that the ink the original ink that was used and the one that they used to change some figures there, both of them will manifest different. Some of the lighting source may be ultraviolet light. They use ultraviolet light. They have infrared light. This can help us to detect a document that is written with different ink. Some of this is ultraviolet light device. Then we have some other one. This is a infrared red device. You have to be careful while using this one. You must not point it to your eyes or to the eyes of any of your. Example of this type of device is called electrostatic detection apparatus. Electrostatic detection apparatus. This detects indented impressions on documents below the questioned layer. For example, in a document like this, it's possible that the first amount written here might have been erased and another one is written there. By the time we use electrostatic detection apparatus, it will be able to show us what was the indented written or the indented impression that ordinary eyes may not be able to detect from below this document, and this one will give us the exact idea of what was written before another one was placed upon it. So it is used to detect hidden or erased text. And also we have what we call VSC, that is a video spectral comparator. Video spectral comparator is used to analyze documents using different wavelength of light, and this will help to reveal alteration, changes in ink or the sequence of strokes. At times, the ink that was used to write a particular text might have been faded away. By the time different wavelength of ultraviolet is shed upon it, it will make it clearer. The fourth one is measuring tools. So under measuring tools, we have a lot of equipment that we use to take accurate measurement, precise measurements of characters. For example, characters in handwritten analysis. Set of equipment, or this set of equipment, you need them to take accurate measurement of some signs or some symbols or some text. For example, in a handwritten analysis, you use them to take precise measure of characters, like the size of a character, the space between a word and the following one, the margin. You want to measure the margin of a document. You want to measure the space, the distance between the first line and the second line. So all this is done using this set of equipment. And many of these equipment, some of them, we have example of them is your metric ruler, which is calibrated in mm, mostly in millimeters. Then you have some other one like calipers. You have calipers. Calipers is used to take measurement of maybe thickness of a a sheet of paper, maybe a sheet of a paper, or if it is another material, like we have some documents that are made up of things like maybe nylon, maybe like material like leather and so on and so forth. So the thickness of the questioned and the unknown may be compared. Like, for example, if this is counterfeit, if this is counterfeit note, you have to, one of those things you do is to measure the thickness of this paper compared to the one that was used to the compared to the suspicious one. The thickness, the caliper can be used, and we have different type of calipers. We have manual calipers, and then we have digital calipers these days. So it will give you accurate in numbers on the device. So then we have the one that can help you. We have glass alignment plates that can be used for comparing handwritten. And what this one does is that the angular, the way each person write their characters, the angle of each character to the baseline can be measured using glass alignment. The fifth category is computer equipment. We call it computer equipment. This is using your computer hardware and software for capturing and analysis of a questioned document. There are some of the jobs that formerly is reserved for some specialized equipment, but now your system, I mean your computer system, can do accurately without much stress. So at times you may have a fingerprint on a document, on a question document. Even it may be that fingerprint that needs to be analyzed. Excuse me. For example, on a deed or on a will, it may be that the creator of that will places his fingerprint on the document instead of signature, probably because he is an illiterate person. He cannot write, but he place his fingerprint on it. So now, if somebody will come up, one of his children will come up and say the fingerprint does not belong to his dad, all we need to do is to take all other documents that he has been signing with his fingerprint in the time past, and then compare it with the one that is disputed. So the known one and the unknown one will be compared. Formerly this is done manually, but now we have software that will do it inside the system, inside the computer system. All you need to do is to scan the two and send them to the system, and the software will do the analysis within short period of time. Also, today the world is going digital, and most of our document is becoming digitalized. Now, that means most of these documents, if they are being disputed, they have to be analyzed using digital means. That is your system. Today we have, in your computer system, you have software that can be installed on your system to analyze, show you the metadata. The metadatas are the information of information. They are the information of information data in the system. For example, the analysis using your computer will tell you about that digital file, that the picture or the file is from so computer, or was created by so computer, created by specific date. If it is modify so time. It will tell you if it is a document on the internet where it was uploaded and the system that was used to upload it. If it is system that have been doctored, maybe a picture that have been doctored or a document that have been doctored, it will tell you what software was used to doctor it. So all this can be done, and today because of the power of artificial intelligence, this thing can be done effortlessly. So some job that is specially reserved for some specialized equipment before can has now been taken over by computer system, as long as the required software is installed on it, it will do the job easily. Whether it is detecting counterfeiting, whether it is detecting erasure or deletion in a document. Some of the work that we'll be doing constantly using all this equipment that we mentioned are this: handwritten and signature comparison. This is examining handwritten and signatures to determine authorship or authenticity. Another one you'll be doing is forgery detection. That is detecting altered signatures, documents or counterfeiting materials. Seals and stamp authentication. Analyzing seals and stamp to authenticate a document. At times, a stamp or seal on a document may be a forged one. So it doesn't matter how a stamp or seal has been forged perfectly, it can be detected that it's a forged one if it is properly examined by a trained question document examiner. Another thing you'll be working upon is typewritten documents, typewritten or computer generated documents. So you'll be analyzing the type, the font, the style, uh, and some other things. No, the kind of font that is used to create a document can be used to date it, to determine a probable date. There are every font that you see is attached to a date. There's a date of publication. There's a date they made them public. So we are going to stop here now. Later, please log into your classroom and download the question. I mean the the material, the course material. The course material will be uploaded there, and also the recordings of this lecture also will be there for you so that you can listen to it again. And if you have any question, please send it to the platform so that when I reply or give answer to it, others also can benefit from it.